Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we are joined by our incredibly talented musical guest, Lauren Lee. Now, Lauren, we gave you an opportunity to sit down, relax, enjoy your freedom as we pre-end Freedom Day tomorrow. But now we've got a sweet treat. Do you have a sweet tooth match?
Not really.
Yeah. But I can assure you that this next recipe that Dumi has is definitely going to set you right.
I like to flip people. I like to change people.
Okay.
So it's
I'm
not
ready
an issue.
for that.
South Africa, we've got Bob the Builder in the studio. She's like, can we fix it? Yes, we can. But listen, this recipe will definitely do the trick. Milk Tart, Cook Sisters, and Malva pudding, step aside, because we've got an extra special recipe to help you celebrate Freedom Day. We're talking about our deliciously decadent Go Nuts peanut butter peppermint crisp tart. Yummy!
Yeah, I'm already going nuts. I'm going nuts at the fact that...
Dad joke.
I'm going nuts at the fact that I can actually make a dessert that my son will not only love, he'll want more because of the peanut butter. If you've seen that kid, that video where they ask him to spell something, it's a completely different word, and he goes, peanut butter. But anyway, because we're making like these mini, beautiful, tasty cups, they're like the peppermint crisp tarts, we do need a filling in there. And so Madam over here is going to be making the filling.
Okay.
And you were asking me which utensil to use. I'm like, you cook every day for your husband and your child.
Yeah.
So girl, whatever floats your boat.
Let's do this.
So you've just got some caramel there and some peppermint chocolate. You can mix that all together. And then I'm going to get started with the base. I mean, any type of dish requires a good foundation. When you're building a house, you need a strong foundation. So our cups also need a great foundation. And that starts off with some crushed coconut biscuits. And into there, I've added some nuts. Just going to toss these two together. And you know what's important here is that most times when people make a base, they would use like butter, melted butter added to perhaps the biscuits or whatever it is that they're using to give it that solid structure. Instead, I'm choosing to go with my Go Nuts peanut butter, which is super smooth. It's super spreadable. And the great thing about it is you use 90% select choice grade peanuts, Balisa, that have been ground to super smooth. You can add them in your smoothies. You can add them in your snacks, your peanut butter sandwich. You can add it practically to about nomayini that you would normally add peanut butter to.
And that for me, something that's so special about peanut butter, and especially these Go Nuts, is that I add peanut butter to everything. It's such a great, it's such a great source of protein for me. So I love adding it in my smoothies and stuff like that. I don't know if you...
I don't. I feel like peanut butter needs to stay on the bread.
On a sami.
It needs to stay there. That's just me.
So I know someone who is in Durban, Mlazi, D-section, who will definitely agree with you, and that's my dad.
Really?
Shout out to you, Daddy-o. My dad, ever since we've grown up, from first thing in the morning to last thing at night, he always says, my child, mtanami, 2 sliced butter and peanut butter. That's literally all he asks for. So this is something that you can bond with my dad over.
Okay. Cool. Well, clearly I've got another mission, converting Dad to not just put it on his sandwich, but put it anywhere else. You know what I mean?
But my mom also does love it in her smoothies. I feel like on Afternoon Express, I'm always speaking about my parents. But my mom also does love a good peanut butter, banana, and yogurt smoothie. Add some crushed ice. It definitely keeps her sustained and fuller for longer, especially for someone who doesn't really eat meat. But also doesn't have a nut allergy. So this is what it's all about.
So what we've done then is I've mixed these ingredients together. I've got our Go Nuts peanut butter inside there. I've got our biscuit base. And all we do, and the great thing about it again, is nothing needs to be baked because you're already using crushed peanut biscuits in here. So all you need to do is literally set this mixture into the fridge. Give it about 2 hours at least, just so that it's completely set. It can even set, depending on how high you set your fridge, it could even set in 30 minutes. And you literally just put it at the base here. And then depending on how high you want it to go up the sides, or whether you want it to still have like a base there and then the peppermint flavor in the center, then it's completely up to you. But I've got some that we've chilled a little earlier, and now we're going to use that filling that you've got, that you've made for us. And then you just top it up, Balisa. We've got the peppermint flavors inside in the actual cream, and we're also going to add a little bit at the top. In fact, I'll add a bit of mint on there. And look at how simple this is. It's something that you said, you cook for your family. This is something like a dessert that they could definitely enjoy. I can imagine your child chomping on this anytime during the day. I mean, it's tasty, it's delicious, and it's easy to make.
Yeah. But I think my husband will have this because he likes peppermint tart. So in lockdown, I actually had to learn how to make peppermint tart. Yeah.
Hey, look at you. Here's another recipe idea you can add to your recipe list.
And at the end of the day, the reason why we decided on going on tartlets, because clearly your husband knows my brothers, because if you put anything in the fridge, it will... Izophela, listen, it'll be gone. You'll not just be eating scraps. And that's always, like, I always got the shortest end of the stick at the end of the day, because as soon as I go ready for my dessert, everything is finished. But creating individual tartlets are perfect for a dinner party, perfect for Freedom Day celebrations, and perfectly, like, you put it together.
Perfectly made ahead. You can make these, pop them in the fridge, do whatever else you do, come back and enjoy.
Stunning. Now, get over to afternoonexpress.co.za to receive the full recipe and ingredients list. But coming up, the talented Lauren Lee is standing by with another breathtaking performance. Be sure to stick around.